Ebuka had just returned for justice, and Uzoamaka, reborn, feared, and ignored, was the only one with nothing left to lose. But even if she didn't know the full truth yet, she began visiting the old school, not to learn, but to listen. There, she found Mr. Adegwe, a retired teacher who once taught before the well was sealed. One morning, she approached him with a voice, calm but deliberate. "Sir, what happened to the blind boy who never came home 9 years ago?" He froze. "What boy?" She stared into his eyes. "The one they called useless. The one who disappeared the day you said school ended early." His hands trembled. He began to sweat. She opened her red notebook, flipped to the page she had scribbled the night before. A sketch of 5 boys. One blind boy. "How did I draw this if it didn't happen?" she asked. The old man backed away, his voice cracking. I don't know what you're talking about." But his eyes were already drowning in memory. She had confused him, yes, but it wasn't trickery. It was truth confronting guilt. "You told them not to speak," she whispered. And with that, Mr. Adegwe collapsed into the plastic chair behind him and said, almost to himself, "We thought if we buried it deep enough, it would die." Soon, Uzoamaka's story began to spread, but not everyone was ready for the truth. The family of the boys, now powerful men in politics and land disputes, heard about her claims. Whispers turned to warnings. She found the notes nailed to her door. Graves should stay closed. But Uzoamaka didn't flinch. She recorded everything. Names, statements, locations. She even uploaded a cryptic video online of her standing by the well. You can bury a body, but not its story, not when it wants to be heard. The noise reached the ears of human rights lawyers in Asaba. They came to her village quietly, interviewed the teacher, spoke to the elders, checked school records, and then the police arrived. They assured Uzoamaka, "You will be protected. No harm will come to you. We believe something was covered up here, and we will find it." The well was unsealed for forensic inspection. On the 50th day since Uzoamaka's return, she stood again by the well, this time not alone. Reporters watched, villagers gathered, and a new plaque was mounted beside it. In memory of Ebuka, who was buried in silence but remembered in truth. That night, she heard no voices, no whispers, no peace. And as she closed her red notebook for the last time, she whispered, "You were never just a shadow. You were the light that revealed all the darkness." Justice isn't always a gavel or a courtroom. Sometimes it's a girl with a notebook and the courage to listen. Uzoamaka didn't just return from her burial. She returned to bury the lie that killed Ebuka. Because fear grows in silence, but so does truth. And once spoken, truth doesn't return to the grave. So if you feel unseen, unheard, forgotten, remember, someone, somewhere is writing your name down. and someday, just like Ebuka, you will be seen.